Hi.
Yeah, so we're at Zapp's restaurant. You have three locations, I was told.
Yes, two of them are the same name, but the new one named Super Thai Cuisine.
Wow, super Thai.
Yeah,
Super
yeah.
Thai.
And uh, I've been in the business, in the restaurant business, like over 30 years.
30 years.
Yeah.
Well, you
Uh,
do some amazing work. And as you know, I'm Phyllis Everett with Saffron Trust. Saffron Trust, an organization, for those of you who don't know, we look to address and bring solutions so that women can have healthier life outcomes. And in addition to that, we always bring visibility to our network of associates and people who are with us to amazing work that people are doing in communities. And as you heard, I'm here sitting and we're having lunch today, and we're talking about Zapp's restaurant. And he's doing incredible work in the community. And the one thing that I really love about him is he's located at three locations, and I'll let him tell you about that. And he allows women who are pregnant to eat at the restaurant each day if they would like to until the day that they have, till they go full term with their pregnancy. And so that's something that's really important here in Austin. So as we were talking, continue on with your name and what it means. One more time, Zip.
okay. My name is Sapachai Apisaksiri.
Yes.
Sapachai means the winner or winning, the conqueror.
Conqueror.
Yeah, victor. Yeah, and that's a name everybody call me.
I like that,
Yeah,
conqueror,
yeah,
because
yeah.
you are conquering something here in our communities,
Well,
making a change.
when you live in Austin for so long, like me, I live here like 46 years. I came for the school, for the university, and never left. Yeah,
Wow.
just happened to love Austin, and so I've been in the restaurant business more than 30 years.
30
Yeah,
years.
so kind of fun when you came, you know, have no knowledge of cooking, but you have to fix your food for your roommate and all that. So I end up to be the one to make it.
Yes.
Yeah, you learn from there.
Well, you learned very well because you have three restaurants, and not only do you have three
Yeah.
restaurants, you are number like 1-5 in Zaggett's.
Oh,
You're
thank
rated
you.
very high. I looked up your ranking, and people love you and your food. How did you manage to do that?
Well, we use only the best ingredient,
Okay.
and the it's sort of like a home cooking.
Okay.
Everything is cooked, with the full ingredient that required
Yes.
to make that dish. And a lot of time when you don't never grow your own, pepper or basil or stuff that you use,
Yeah.
then you don't know much about
don't
that.
know.
I've been doing that. I grow a lot of Thai pepper and different kind of basil organically for the last 40 years.
Wow.
So I learned this from listen to the radio talk show. They have organic gardening every Saturday and Sunday on KLPJ AM.
Okay.
So I've been
Well,
listening.
that's a
since-
good note for me.
Yeah, and everybody should because they can grow their own vegetable organically.
Yeah.
And you never use chemical.
Never use
Only the fertilizer, the organic fertilizer, and it shows every time you do that, you have pride in yourself that you depend on yourself. So
Yeah.
you know.
Can you tell me how do you know about the maternal mortality here in Austin?
I heard about it. I know a little bit about it. I'm very concerned about the baby that was born might have some disease,
Yeah.
and due to the mother, consumption of, you know, alcohol, tobacco, or drugs,
Yes.
and a lot of greasy food,
Yes.
and a lot of fast food, and our family don't, eat much of the, fast food or greasy food,
Yeah.
and my mother have cooked me some this kind of food ever since we was 5-7 years old, and we've been eating kind of food with a lot of vegetable, a lot sauce, different kind of things, you know.
Yeah, that's very
So
important.
stay healthy, the
Yeah.
whole family. And my mother's side lived very long time, up to like almost 100 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, so
100
it
years.
shows that her food is a guarantee, you know.
Yes.
So I want to pass this along to the future, you know, for the
And you
the-
are.
the-
You're doing it.
I
mean-
hope that it's a catch.
Oh,
for,
yes,
yeah,
it is. I've
everybody.
been texting everybody I know the picture and the locations.
Yeah.
And I'll let you give those locations again to our viewers. But it's just amazing. And I want to know, why are you so passionate about
Well-
the babies inside the mother's womb? Usually when someone,
Well,
why are you so
when-
passionate?
I when I was a teenager,
Mm-hmm.
I took care of a lot of my nephew and nieces.
Okay.
And you see, you know, because the food we eat in our family,
Yeah.
everybody's staying healthy, but some of our neighbors, they're not so much. And you can tell, you know, a lot of time that because of the food that you eat, it
Yes.
helps a lot. And we have no candy. Those years, we don't eat any candy at
I
all.
wish my
yeah.
parents had
And
taken
no
that away
sweet,
from
yeah.
me.
And then when you grew up and when you start learning how to cook the food,
Yes.
and you want the best for your body anyway. And, and everything you learn or remember from what your mom did it for you, and that's what you want. So after I got in the restaurant business, I've been trying to make the best food I ever can, you know.
And you do.
And
You
then, you know, just come around this year, in the summer, when the summer first started, my managers, a couple of my managers and me were talking about what we can do to help promote
Yes.
the restaurant and all that kind of thing and give back to the
community.
community. So we came up with a theme. I told them that my mom had feed me some of this good food, and the first thing we should do is, you know, to pass this along to
Absolutely.
the new mother.
Absolutely.
You know, and so they learn how to. And to gain that in the future, this kid that's born might be our new customer. You know, it's a trend.
That's
It
a
could
good
be-
way to
that's,
look
that's
at it.
what we're looking at.
And it's so
you know.
amazing that you give back. And to
Yeah.
give back and to leave a legacy is so important. So tell our audience before we wrap it up, why did you agree to do the interview with Saffron Trust Women's Foundation?
Well, because you told me that, telling me about the our organization involved with the mother and
Yes.
and the baby and young kid, and that's the most important for me because I was born in a big family and have a lot of kids and took care of a lot of nephew and nieces, and recently I have my own child, twin boys.
Yes.
And I see them, and I want to continue to see this thing, happen. You saw the news, what happened to the kid and with the drug addict mother or
Yes.
alcohol and tobacco abuse, that kind of thing. I myself, I don't smoke, I don't drink, so my wife the same way. So we think that if we can pass this along to the next generation or the present one with a young mother that's gonna have a new baby, that might help.
Wow. Well, thank you. Well, I just want my viewers to know he is definitely a hero in my book. But just before we close out, make sure you give everyone the 3 locations that you're at so they can go to any of them, the mothers and the viewers who are watching this.
We have 2 of our sub locations. The first one is on Westgate Boulevard. The address is 4514 Westgate Boulevard.
Yes.
And the second one is just at this location is on 5800 Burnett Road. And our newest restaurant called Super Thai Cuisine on South Lamar. The address is 2024 South Lamar,
Yes.
near Otov.
Yes. Well, thank you for joining in with us. I'm getting ready to have some lunch here and some soup. So goodbye to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you.
In Chicago who has a restaurant about she thought it was just a brilliant idea, so thanks to you she's going to implement it at her restaurant in Chicago.
Do you like the food here?
Love it. I hear
Every 2 days.
initiative.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Thank you so
you.
much.
Thank you.
Thanks.